Hristos Vaskrs, Jubevi. Welcome to our home where I will share the heart of a Serbian Orthodox Easter. I'm making a beautiful tablescape which will also feature dyed eggs, a tradition, accented with lovely colorful tulips and a fun traditional game. It's spring, it's Easter, and these tulips smell divine. I usually keep fresh flowers in the home no matter the time of the year because they offer nature, aroma, and calm all in one. Plus, they go great with my table decor. Beginning with a blank canvas to decorate the table, these charger plates will ground the top plates and bowls. Think of charger plates as coasters for dinnerware, like a coaster for cups or glasses. Everything for me is glam, so the color scheme is blush and bronze or pink and gold with accents of ivory. Adding 3 bronze or golden candlestick holders is recommended to use odd numbers. It's pleasing to the brain and the eye. 3 is also symbolic in the culture, for example, greeting one another with 3 kisses. These soft satin napkins are the ivory accent color. I don't use a particular method or guide to fold the napkin, so use your own creativity. I'm not using a table runner, though one typically is used that has spiritual symbols on it. For this table design, I will allow the glass to be the backdrop instead, which a glass table next to a large floor-to-ceiling, wall-to-wall window lets the eye see through and feels larger in the space. You may hear my husband in the background while I decorate the table. We speak Serbian together and a mix of both English and Serbian, and as I call it, Serblish. Starting with greetings, if someone says Hristos Vaskrs, as I said at the beginning, which means Christ is risen, the response is Vaistanu Vaskrs, indeed, he is risen. The Old Church Slavonic version, also very common in Serbia, it's not only in Serbia, is Hristos Voskrs, and the reply is Voistina Voskrs, which means indeed, truly he is risen. If being more casual, then you could say Srećan Uskrs, which translates to Happy Easter. For the ivory satin napkins, I'm wrapping them in golden bedazzled napkin rings, the same napkin rings we used in our U.S. wedding. Each culture or country celebrating Orthodox Easter may have different traditions. With Orthodox Easter in Serbia and in Serbian culture throughout the diaspora, the first egg is always dyed red, and it's dyed on Good Friday. It's called the Čuvar kuća, or guardian of the home. Čuva meaning guard, and kuća meaning home. This egg stays all year with the icon or family patron saint for protection and good fortune. Remember in a previous episode that the batnjak, a branch taken home after the burning of the tree for Christmas, is also kept at home throughout the year. From 40 days leading up to Easter, people fast. In present day, not everyone does a 40-day fast, as many now fast on Good Friday. A traditional Good Friday meal usually consists of fish soup, fried fish, beans, and potato salad. For Orthodox Christians, it is important not to consume meat and dairy on fasting days. Those who strictly follow Lent, though, eat very little on Good Friday and do not consume any fish or oil. They eat raw or cooked food. Sardines could be a good example. On Easter Sunday, people attend church, prepare meals to gather with loved ones, and yes, also play Tusaniye, an egg-cracking game. I'm adding sparkling gold coasters, glasses with bedazzled stems. Although I don't drink and he rarely, very rarely drinks, doesn't mean that we can't have fancy glasses. I'm also going to add gold and white cutlery and candles, both short and tall. You may know that I am always lighting candles almost daily. For this Easter table, I wanted something grand, and these long stem candles resemble the Slava candle. Even though it's Easter, many families light a tall beeswax candle, I think these may be soy, to represent the light of the resurrection. Continuing with glamming this table, I'm sprinkling satin rose petals in the same blush and jewel tone color scheme all over the table. It is quite satisfying. The centerpiece of an Orthodox Serbian Easter table is the bread, a round braided Vaskrs pogača, Easter bread, with a red egg nestled in the center. So we have an Easter bread as well as a Christmas bread as shown in a previous Christmas episode. The egg basket also goes onto the table. The basket might be designed with various colors and decorative string inside, resembling grass, or a rustic basket with real straw, grass, or moss to hold the rest of the eggs. I'm positioning the golden white cutlery into the satin napkins for each place on the table to elevate it and make it more decorative. Flowers, such as these bright colorful tulips, are also part of an Easter table. Sometimes there are lilacs or other flowers. I love organic and natural elements, so blending it into the table setting color scheme was easy. Another elevated tip is to add pearl picks between the napkin and napkin ring. As I'm styling the table, my husband was asking what I needed from the store and then came over to say the table is beautiful. He was curious whether the flower petals and candles were real. The flower petals and the short white candles are faux and the tall candles are real. It's time to light the candles now, and this lighter was having a bit of an issue, or perhaps it was me. It took me a few times to get it to light, but we got there. In Serbia, the Vaskrs, or Easter meal, is a joyous, meat-rich feast marking the end of the 7-week Great Lent. Unlike the quiet fasting meal of Christmas Eve, Banja Veče, Easter lunch is a loud, warm, celebratory gathering. A large part of any culture is food. For appetizers, the meal typically begins with a platter of cured meats and cheeses to break the fast. This could be prosciutto, smoked ham or prosciutto, ušička prosciutto, which is beef prosciutto, and spicy kulen, paprika sausage. Dairy, such as kajmak, which is a clotted cream, mladi sir, a young white cheese, and hard cheeses. Salads, such as ruska salata, that's a creamy vegetable and ham salad, and urubes, a spicy cheese spread with paprika. Before the feast begins, we play tutsaniye or tutsaniye yayima, the egg cracking game. Each person picks the strongest egg or egg they think is the strongest and tap it against their opponent's egg. It's a lot of fun, brings a lot of laughter. The winner is whoever egg does not crack and is said to have good luck all year. The winner also eats their egg first. Careful, as there are sometimes cheaters. I believe my husband cheats every year we play this game because he always wins. Of course, I have no proof of this and he denies it. Maybe it's just his years of experience. But you know, after several years together, I finally won, but only one time. For Serbian Orthodox Easter, which holds deep religious and cultural meaning, while the egg tapping game is fun, there is meaning. Red, remember the first egg is dyed red, represents the blood of Christ, while the egg itself is a symbol of new life and resurrection. The shell represents the tomb of Jesus, and when it cracks, it is symbolic of the tomb being broken open on Easter morning. If wondering how the eggs get their vibrant color, they get that color by using the ancient onion skin method, using a few items, eggs of course, yellow onion skins, herbs such as fresh parsley leaves, cilantro, and so forth to make patterns or traditional designs, nylon stockings or pantyhose to wrap in place, and olive oil or vegetable oil to polish once dry. I've not dyed eggs before for Easter, but surely would like to do it. Even though I don't eat eggs or enjoy the odor, I still want to try it. What a beautiful table. Pečenje, the roast, is seemingly the undisputed star of the table. Usually a whole roasted lamb, jagnjeće pečenje, symbolizing the Lamb of God, or a young piglet, praseće pečenje. Sarma, which are cabbage rolls stuffed with pork and or beef. Roasted potatoes, šopska salata, which is a salad, made of cucumbers, tomatoes, onions, and feta. Soups, as I mentioned in previous episodes, are served at almost every meal. A traditional Easter soup is jagnjeće čorba, creamy, slightly tart lamb soup meant to settle the stomach after a long fast. Then there's the sweet finale. Desserts. Serbia has great desserts and pastries. There will be torte, cakes, sitni, kolači, a platter of tiny cakes, bite-sized treats like vanilla crescents, rum balls, big rolls, brekvice, which are peaches, and more. While I did not grow up in Serbian culture and married into it, this holiday celebration reminds me of the excitement and togetherness of my own family and culture while growing up, and I love learning about blending and sharing cultures.